Well, good morning, boys and girls. I am out here in my garden again. It is just too beautiful to be indoors. So I hope you get to go outdoors today and play and have some fun. So today we're going to talk about Earth Day because Earth Day is coming up this Wednesday, April 22nd. And if you don't know what Earth Day is, it's a special day that we set aside to be kind to our earth. Now we should do Earth Day every day, don't you think? We should be kind to our earth all the time. But what does it mean to be kind to our earth? Well, sometimes if you have a fruit roll-up or a candy bar or some potato chips, you might have thrown it on the ground outside. Well, guess what? We shouldn't do that because we need to pick up the trash and throw it in the garbage so that we don't pollute the earth. What is pollution? Pollution is if we throw so much garbage on the ground that it will cause gases to go out into the air and they're not good to breathe. And so we want to make sure that we have a clean area in our environment, and just pick up trash and put it in the trash can instead of throwing it on the ground. Now, I've seen my grandchildren do this. They will be outside and they just put the wrappers on the ground. No way, Jose. We have to pick those wrappers up, throw them in the trash. We need to be kind to our earth. Okay, so maybe we can practice doing that. There's other ways to be kind to our earth, and we'll get into that after a while. But right now is show and tell. Did you remember? So show and tell today is we pick a number between 1 and 10, any number you want. I'm choosing the number 10. And I even picked out a show and tell item this week. So I will show you what it is. So it could be 5, if you pick the number 5, it could be 5 crayons, or if you pick the number 7, it could be 7 pennies. Or if you want an extra challenge for your show and tell, you can go outdoors and find like 5 rocks or 5 sticks, or if you choose the number 8, you might choose like 8 dandelions, or you can choose, just different things outdoors that you find. So can anybody guess what my show and tell is today? Let's see, did you guess rocks? No, I didn't do rocks. I didn't do sticks. I didn't even do blades of grass. Okay, I will show you what I brought today. I'll give you a hint. It's brown. I know it's not our color of the month, but earth things are not always yellow. And in fact, most things on earth are not yellow except for flowers. However, so I brought, ready? Are you ready? Okay, here we go. I brought pine cones. 10 is my number today. So I brought 10 pine cones. So let's count them together. Ready? 1. Okay. 2. 3. I'm running out of room. Okay, let me set them down. I'm taking them out of my basket. See all these pine cones? All right, so here is 4, 5. Some of them don't look as good as others. 6, 7, 8, 9, and what's the last number? You got it, 10. All right, guess what we're gonna do now? We're gonna count backwards, and I'm gonna put them back in my basket. Ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Do you think you can count backwards? Maybe you can start with 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then 0. Good job. All right, so that was my show and tell. So Can you go outdoors? Maybe, or you can find some things indoors. It's up to you. Just make sure they're all alike. And then I would love to see them. So take a picture if you want. Send it to me so I can see the things that you chose for your show and tell today. Awesome. I'll be right back. Okay, so you might have noticed that I put in some things for your name, like the things that you're used to doing here at preschool. Some of you have different things in regards to your name. So those are for you to keep at home. Obviously, we're not coming back to school. So go ahead and use those items that I put in your packet to go ahead and just keep practicing your name. If you already have perfected your name, well, good for you. Then you can just go ahead and do whatever you want with the name things that I put in your packet. Also, a little note to the parents. This can be a little lengthy if we go all the way through, or if you allow this video to go all the way through and your child does all the work at once. So I just encourage you to give them some brain breaks, because that's what we do here at school. There's no way that they could concentrate for the full length of time without going outdoors to play for a little bit and running out some energy, and that kind of thing. These are things you probably already know, but I just wanted to remind you. Maybe you have your child sitting in front of the video and pausing and doing the work or whatever. So I just encourage you to give them a snack or give them a little, brain break here and there. So, all right. So getting back to Earth Day, some other things that we can do to be kind to the earth would be like, do you have a toy at home that you don't necessarily play with anymore? So you could give it away to somebody else that could use it. And then that way you're reusing an item instead of throwing it away. Unless it's like broken, then of course we would throw it away. But if it's not broken and there's still some good use, you could even trade it with a friend, or you can just give it away to your friends or somebody else that might need it, if you're not playing with it anymore. So let's see, we talked about the candy wrappers and the chip bags, and another thing that would be good to be kind to the earth would be to plant a tree. Now I know a lot of yards, like this yard, could actually use some trees. I just don't know where to put them. And then we have to be careful with what kind of trees we would choose to plant in our yard, because they could be very invasive and grow really tall, and they're a lot of maintenance and have to take care of it. So I don't know that I want to encourage you to plant a tree unless you have the perfect place, the perfect yard. You're going to be there for a long time. Or maybe there's some environmental place that you can get involved with where they plant trees out in the forest. If you're into that, more power to you. But for me, I choose to plant the garden, and that's being kind to the earth too, right? So every time that we plant a tree or a flower or something like that, it breathes in, like I think it's carbon dioxide, and then it releases oxygen into the air, and the oxygen is good for our air. Those are things that we want to breathe. And so if we have many of those things on our earth, then we're breathing in good things. Now, another thing that we can do is turn off the lights when we're not using it. If we're in our room and we're playing and we're not going to be in our room for a long time, just turn off that light. We don't need the lights on. So what happens is, if we use unnecessary power, which is the electricity, our lights, every time we turn on the light, it draws from a power plant. Now, it's not a plant like a flower plant. It's a plant like big machinery, and then it releases like poisonous air, and we don't want to breathe that air. So if you eliminate, or if you don't use your lights as often, then we won't have to breathe that toxic air as much. I know that is a little bit above our heads, but I was trying to break it down for you. So we can eliminate garbage or waste. We should eat leftovers if we can instead of throwing it away. Eat everything on your plate so that you don't be wasteful. So all of that stuff turns to gases that we don't really want in the air. So we might as well just eat up everything on our plate, right? What's that saying my mom used to say? Eat every oh, that's a bad thing. I'm not going to say that. You guys will forever say it, so I'm not going to. All right, so I think I am going to show you a YouTube video. I'm going to go back inside and show you a YouTube video on my computer. It's called I Can Save the Earth. So it's a book, it's a read-along, and you will like it and you'll learn more about Earth Day. Okay, so I will be right back. Okay, so before I show you the video that I told you that I was going to show you, I have a poem about our Earth, and then I have 10 ways you can help the Earth, and I'll show you about that, and we're going to sing a song, okay? All right, so here it is. This is a poem, and it says, "The Earth is ours to enjoy for every little girl and boy. We must always be aware that all its beauty we must share. With all the children yet to come who want to laugh and play and run around the trees and in the fields. So we must keep our planet free from messy trash and debris, with air that's clean and fresh and clear for all to breathe from year to year. We must never ever abuse our sweet earth that's ours to use." All right, so here is 10 ways you can help the earth, okay? So we talked about turning off the lights, right? Turn off the lights, okay? Recycle. Do you know what recycling is? That means we throw things like plastic and paper and aluminum or tin cans into the recycling bin, because those things can become the same things or they can become something new, okay? So we talked about saving your leftovers and eating those, okay? Be nice to worms. You know why? Because they are very good for our gardens. They poop in our gardens, and their poop is really good for our gardens, our vegetables and our flowers. Share a book. So when you're done reading a book, then you can share it with a friend or give it away. Plant a tree, we talked about. Use both sides of the paper. So when you're doing schoolwork or you're just dilly-dallying, you're just doodling on your paper, well, don't just doodle on one side. Turn it over, and you might as well use the other side of the paper so we're not being wasteful, okay? All right, another way is you can save water. So, you know when you're in the bathroom and you're brushing your teeth, so you instead of brushing your teeth and letting the water run, just turn off the water, finish brushing your teeth, and then when you need to rinse your mouth, then you turn the water back on, and you rinse your mouth, and then you turn it back off. Okay, so don't leave the water running, because that's just being wasteful, okay? So don't waste the water. Turn the water off when you're not using it, all right? Another thing is clean up trash. We talked about that. So you guys just make sure you don't throw your wrappers on the ground. Throw it in the trash. And you might even want to pick up some trash around your neighborhood if you see it, except for it can get really icky on your hands. So you might want to wear some gloves or something like that to protect your hands, or at least make sure you wash your hands when you're done. The last thing, this is so silly. I don't know if I would go this far, but it says, put your underwear in the freezer when it's hot. What? That's crazy. That is so silly. So I don't think I would go to that extreme. But we are going to sing a song, and it's called Earth is in Our Hands, okay? And it goes to the, have you heard this song? He has the whole world in his hands. That's a Bible song that I learned in Sunday school. And I was a Sunday school teacher too. We sang that. But that's the tune that it goes to. So it says, it goes like this. We have the whole earth in our hands. We have the whole earth in our hands. We have the whole earth in our hands. The whole earth in our hands. And then it goes on to say, we can plant trees on the earth. We can plant trees on the earth. We can plant trees on the earth. And then we got the whole earth in our hands. And then you can go on to say, we can, or let's just sing this verse like this. We can plant trees on the earth. We can recycle the trash on the earth. We can save water on our earth. The whole earth in our hands. All right, let's sing the first verse together, okay? We have the whole earth in our hands. We have the whole earth in our hands. You can hold it in your hands. We have the whole earth in our hands. The whole earth in our hands. Good job. All right, so I am going to turn my camera around onto my big computer. I hope it turns out. And we're going to do a read-along story about the earth, okay?
Free time. Do you want to read this book with me? Don't forget to click the subscribe button for more. I Can Save the Earth by Allison Inches, illustrated by Viviana Garofoli. Max the little monster liked to fling candy wrappers. He left a trail of trash wherever he went. Whee, said Max. Max the little monster did not like to give away his old toys, even when he'd outgrown them. Mine, cried Max. Max the little monster liked to overflow the sink and the bathtub and clog the toilet. Hungry toilet, said Max. Max the little monster left the lights on and blared the TV, even when he wasn't in the room. No big whoop, said Max. Then one night, in the middle of his favorite program, something unexpected happened. The lights went out and the TV went off. There had been a blackout. Hey, shouted Max. Who turned out the lights? Max tripped over some old toys and stumbled outside to see what was wrong. Max looked around. He saw a full moon as it shone brightly on the colorful spring flowers. He heard the crickets chirp and an owl hoot. He even saw a shooting star as it twinkled across the night sky. Wow, said Max. This is so beautiful. When the lights came back on, Max the little monster felt something new. He began to notice things that he hadn't noticed before. In the summer, Max the little monster went to the beach and noticed the pretty shells. He wiggled his toes in the sand. He watched the sun sparkle on the waves. He saw a dolphin leap out of the water. Max picked up an old bottle and an ice cream wrapper and threw them into a trash can. Pollution makes the beach look ugly, said Max, and pollution can hurt animals and plants. In autumn, Max the little monster noticed the colorful leaves, red, orange, and yellow. He jumped in leaf piles with his friends. Leaves are so pretty and more fun to play in than watching TV, cried Max. After they jumped in the leaves, Max, the little monster, didn't want to leave a mess, so he composted the leaves. Rotten leaves help the dirt grow happy flowers, said Max. In winter, Max the little monster noticed the wonder of snowflakes. Each delicate snowflake looked like a crystal jewel. He made a T-Rex, an igloo, and a snow angel. Why didn't I see this before? Wondered Max. The earth is beautiful. Now Max, the little monster, never wastes water. More water, more snowflakes, says Max. And he doesn't waste toilet paper. Happy monster, happy toilet, happy earth, says Max. Now Max, the little monster, never wastes electricity. He turns off lights except for the one he is using. He hardly ever watches TV, but when he does, he turns it off when his program is over. "Let's play outside," says Max. "Fresh air feels good on my fur." No, Max, the little monster, never litters. He recycles any paper, aluminum cans, and plastic bottles he uses. Max also likes to eat fresh fruits instead of candy, and drink water instead of soda pop. "Tasty," says Max, and he always throws his trash away in the right bin. Max, the little monster, even has yard sales where he sells all his old toys. Max also trades his toys with his friends. "Wow," said Max. "Old toys I've never played with before are just as fun as new toys." No, Max, the little monster, loves the earth. He reduces the amount of water and energy he uses. He finds ways to reuse as many things as he can, and he recycles his trash. Sometimes he even hugs trees. Max, the little monster, is now called Max, the little green monster. You can be a little green monster too, and help save the earth.
Hi there. So this is going to be a little bit tricky. I had to move the camera downwards, and so I'm down here on the floor. Hi. Anyway, this is math today, and here's our little earths. Do you see that? This is what Earth looks like from up above. So Earth is made up of water and land, okay? And we live on land. Can you guess which color the land is? Is it green or blue? It's green, okay? So the blue is water. So we're gonna do some earth math today. I have these all lined up. Okay, I did it ahead of time because I needed to make sure you could see them all. So over here we're gonna start with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so I'll tell you what we're gonna do here. I have another pile of all of these earths with all the same numbers on them. So I'm gonna mix them up, and this is gonna be like our card pile, okay? I'm gonna put them right here, and I'm gonna draw a card, all right? And we're gonna match it to the number that's already sitting on the table, okay? All right, what number is this? Okay, I'm sorry, there's a glare on there. If it's like this, it's upside down because do you see the face right here? So that would not be a 6. We would turn it this way, and that is a 9. Okay, so we're gonna go do. Let's see, is this number 9? No. Is this number 9? No. Let's see, where's number 9? Oh, I think I found it. Is this number 9? Do they match? They do. So we're gonna put those together and put them right there. All right, what's the next number gonna be, do you think? Let me see, 3, let's see. Nope, what number is that? Did you guess? Number 2. All right, where's number 2? Where's number 2? Oh, let's see, is that number 2? No, that's number 4. Let's see, is this number 2? No, that's number 10. Oh, I think I found the matching number 2. We're gonna put it right on top and put it right over here. All right, moving along. Next number is number 1. Number 1 is the first one way over here. Now let's see what number this is. Can you guess? Number 7. Okay, number 7. Let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and there is 7. Okay, so I'm going to put 7 right there. Number 10. 10. So when there's 2 numbers, 1 and a 0, that is number 10. 10 is the last one of the numbers that we're doing today. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, the next number is, what number is that? Remember, we got short neck, belly fat. Number 5 wears a hat. We got number 5, don't we? All right, so a lot of people get number 5 and number 2 mixed up. These are not a match though, are they? Nope, so we're gonna put number 2 back, and over here is number 5. Okay, so we're gonna put that one right on top. And what number is it gonna be? 3. This one is around the tree, around the tree. So we just pretend that there's trees in the middle here. And then we go around the tree, around the tree. That's how we make the number 3. Okay, so let's see. Where's number 3? Is this number 3? No, that's number 8. Let's see. Is that number 3? No, that's number 4. Oh, there it is. We have a match. So we're going to put that right there. We just have a couple more. Uh-oh. We have, can you guess what numbers that we haven't picked up from our pile yet? Yeah, number 4. Now, we don't normally learn how to write number 4 this way, but it's close. So this is the way the computer always writes number 4. Usually we do 2 sticks. We do one longer than the other and then one crossover. But that's number 4, and we're gonna match it to this 4 here. Okay, so I'll put that there. What's left? Do you know? If you guessed number 8, you're right. That's the last one. Number 8, where are you? There's number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Does that look like number 8? It does. All right, so hopefully that will help you recognize your numbers more, learn your numbers more, and then if you want, you can practice some of these numbers. But we're gonna get on to our next thing, and I'll be right back. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do is you can pull this out of your packet and color the book. So remember, you can color all of these pieces of land green, and then all the inside part would be blue for water. Yes. So inside it's all coloring pages. So go ahead and color all of those if you'd like, or maybe some of them today, and you can go back to it another day that you want to have something to do. Okay, so we're going to read along. This isn't one of those with the dots underneath where we can really read it ourselves. This is a little bit harder, but I thought it would be fun to color since we're honoring Earth Day today, and it was really the only one that I could find. There's another one too, but it's just as hard. And it's not that hard, but I'm gonna go ahead and let you just read along with Miss Sheila right now, okay? So go ahead and pause this and get it colored, and then you can come back and we'll read it along, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and start reading. So the first page looks like this, okay? So it says, "The world that I live in is my responsibility." It's all of our responsibility. We are all responsible for making sure that the trash is picked up, putting things in the recycling bin or the trash container, and doing all those sorts of things that we can do to help be kind to the earth. Okay, this is the next page, and it says, "There are many things that I can do to help our world." Can you remember some of those things? This is the next page. Okay. I pick up trash because I love to play outside. It's so much nicer when the trash is picked up and you don't see papers lying around all over on the ground, right? All right, that's the sign, that's the symbol of recycling. You've probably seen that. If you have a recycling bin at home, then you have probably seen that symbol. And it says, I can also recycle glass, paper, and plastic. So remember, when we recycle those things, they can become the same things or new things. Like plastic, they will melt it down and they can make new things or the same things that they are. All right, here's the next page. And it says, by planting a tree, I am helping the earth. So remember, we said about trees is they breathe in carbon, is it carbon dioxide? And they breathe out oxygen. So they release oxygen into the air, and oxygen is very good for us to breathe in. Okay, here is our next page. And it says, as the tree grows and grows, it will give us shade, paper, food, and more. So those are some other reasons why planting trees are important. Okay, here's the next page. And it's the last page. And it says, taking care of the earth means that it will take care of us. Isn't that so true? So I hope you enjoyed the book, and you can keep reading it, and that's just for you to have and read whenever you would like, or have your parents help you read it. Okay, and then maybe when you get to be about, first grade, you could probably read it all by yourself. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is our craft. Don't you just love craft time? All right, so I went ahead and made one myself. So you're gonna have this black paper in your packet. You're gonna have, this says we, and then this is a sign for love our earth. Okay, so you can color these things. Nope, not this one, just this one here. This is a color by number. You're gonna notice there are 1s and 2s. So you color all the 1s blue and all the 2s. What color is that? Green. Good job. And then you can cut it out, or you can have your parent help you cut out your earth. And then you can use the glue that I sent home, and you can glue all of these things onto the black paper like this. Okay, so that's kind of fun. And that is it for today. So I hope you get out and enjoy the sunshine, get out and play. And if you see any trash on the ground, make sure you help pick it up, okay? Because we're all responsible. All right, have a great day.